Force Index? Yes. 1969 to 2014? Yeah. You issued a dissolution of marriage on the 11th of November of 2013? Yeah. Says that we had 5 children together. Made a note that my wife filed it. Yes. What it didn't note is I didn't get a copy of it. Oh, that's one thing to file. Yes. For dissolution of marriage. Yeah. It's another thing to intentionally not give the respondent any notice of court hearings. Right. Have court hearings that are not on the public court record. Yes. Send the notices of court hearings to wrong addresses. Right. Then take the 5 children named and kidnap them. Ouch! Now, it's nice that the wife filed, but there should be another note there that says husband did not get a copy of it. Ouch! Just because you file in a court of law to petition the court for anything, yes, that's really secondary to the respondent receiving whatever was filed for. Ouch! And when I sue the state of Washington, I'm not only going to sue them for the libel, the defamation, the what's it called again? The personal indignity of saying my wife filed. Yes. I'm going to sue them for issuing it without me getting any notice of the hearings. Yes. Not getting notice of the settlement conference setting hearing. Yes. And not getting a copy of it after it was filed for. Now, there's what's called the full due process of the judicial system. It's kind of like you motion the court. Yes. You serve the respondent. The respondent responds. Yes. Then you serve the respondent. Yes. The respondent responds. And you serve the respondent. Now, for some reason, this court doesn't understand what due process is. The whole shit-a-rooney. Now, let's say, community standards right now. Piece of crap. That just because a wife files for dissolution of marriage, yes, that doesn't mean it should be issued. There's this concept that the individual that files has certain obligations to the respondent. Yes, she had obligations to the 5 children named. Yes, and when my wife violated the obligations of law, yes, I have the right to sue her. Yes, I have the right to put her in prison right now. Now, yesterday I was telling you that your whole way of doing things seems to be very absurd. Yes, where you can say, well, he's crazy. Yes, but I really don't remember my neck being that long. And when I looked through these class yearbooks, yes, it seemed that somebody made look-alike Shane Calkins, yes, so that they could be home while their look-alike was at work, yes. And then the look-alike said, well, I have the actual education of the individual, yes. And then the look-alike ends up being an employee of a city, yes, that says, I don't like the numbers, so I'll just change them. There seems to be this lack of integrity, yes, throughout the actual judicial system of the United States. Now, when I told you I wanted my 5 sons, you seem to think, no, we don't have to give them to you. Yes. But it says here we take our role as partners in accountability seriously. And provide training and technical assistance to governments and have an extensive quality assurance program. Now, the State Officer Office Deputy Director of Communication, Thomas Shapley, yes, public service request of the Secretary of the Auditor's Office, yes, he does. Then they got a telephone number and a toll-free citizen hotline. Could you call 1-866-902-3900 today? Because I'd like to know why!